Jason Blum, if you're listening, don't you fucking do it.
I shot him 6 times!
Well, since my last video, it seems like everybody on the internet has gone into a conniption fit over the latest Halloween news. According to Brad Miska from BloodyDisgusting.com, he writes, "From what I am told, not only will they be filming 2 sequels back to back, but they are discussing releasing both in the same month. Yes, it's within the realm of possibility that we'll see 2 Halloween films released in October 2020. Now, I am split 50-50 on this news. On one hand, I like it. On the other hand, I think it's the dumbest fucking idea imaginable. What I do like about this news is the idea of filming sequels back to back. You know, theoretically, you keep the same director, you keep the same writers, actors, actresses. Everything kind of stays the same between one movie and the next. But what I think is the dumbest fucking move a movie studio could do is release these sequels in the same month, because you are hurting yourself at the box office. It's neither been confirmed nor denied if they're going to release these films in the same month. Right now it's just a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. Now, I know a lot of you out there who are watching this are going to go, well, what about all those Marvel movies that they release? They're like a month apart from each other. What about Captain Marvel? And let me stop you right there, because there is a big difference. When Disney and Marvel release those movies, they are separate movies. So you could get a Black Panther, you can get a Captain Marvel, you can get an Avengers movie released a month, 2 months, 3 months apart from each other, and it doesn't hurt their box office because they are going after either a different market, a different audience, but they are different stories. Black Panther is different from Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is different from Ant-Man. Ant-Man's different from the Avengers. You are releasing separate movies, separate self-contained movies apart from each other, and it's not going to hurt your overall take. Halloween is in a different category. Halloween is its own self-contained story. Releasing them a month apart from each other, you are going to hurt yourself at the box office because you are taking away money that you could be making with one movie, and then you're reallocating it to a sequel that you're going to release 3-4 weeks later. Not only that, but believe it or not, there are some people out there that are going to be stupid enough that they're going to get confused. They're going to go to the box office and be like, oh, hey, look, it's that new Halloween movie. Oh, but what's that one over there? Isn't that the new Halloween movie? No, I thought this one was. Well, no, that one. Well, fuck it. We're just not going to go see it. Believe me, I've seen it firsthand. People are that stupid. As a fan, yeah, the more Halloween movies, the better. I want them to make 30 and 40 of these fucking movies. I don't care. Keep the train going. But I don't want it to be overkill and oversaturation like you are seeing with superhero movies, where you're releasing these movies so close to each other. If you're gonna shoot this shit back to back, which again, I have said, I like, smart idea. If you're gonna shoot this shit back to back, you need to at least wait a year. There's nothing wrong with waiting a year. If you end this sequel in 2020 on a cliffhanger to where you're keeping people on the edge of their seat wondering what's gonna happen in the next one, use that to build anticipation, to build that fervor for people wanting to see it the following year. The studio can make a fucking killing if they just properly build that anticipation. I think releasing it a month apart, it's blowing the load way too early. Plus, another reason why it's good to give these things sort of a wide berth in their release. What if something in that sequel in 2020 doesn't work or doesn't play? You know, if the fans aren't receptive to a certain thing, you're fucked. You're locked in. You have to just throw it out there and pray to fucking Christ that it does go over. If you give yourself a year, you have time to potentially rework some story element, to do a couple reshoots, to just tweak things that you feel looking back, if it didn't go over well with the first movie, you can go into the second one and be like, okay, let's switch some of these things around. What can we do? and just go from there. You know, like I said, as a fan, I want all the Halloween movies imaginable, but I don't want them at the sake of overkill. It seemed like we just got this franchise back on a good footing with the last movie, even though it did have its problems and, you know, the honeymoon phase is over and a lot of the blemishes are starting to show. I still feel like it was a good, solid movie to get this franchise back on course. I feel like we're in a good spot. We got a good thing going now. Don't fucking kill it too soon. Do not kill the golden goose. Spread this shit out and let's make this shit last. Let's not just fucking jump into the deep end of the pool without knowing how to fucking swim first. So please, Blumhouse, if you're listening, which you're probably not, just shoot your movies back to back, but please don't release them in the same month, in the same year. Do not pull a Matrix. Do not pull a Kill Bill. Release them a year apart. Build anticipation. Build that fervor again for this movie, and just do it the right way, please. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. I've had a busy week, and I just wanted to get this the fuck out there. So what are your thoughts? Please post them below. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Adios, and GTFO.